Project Cool, Expert Speaker Series, Administrator's Perspective, Sustaining and Scaling Up UDL Implementation. Introducing George Van Horn, now retired Director of Special Education in Bartholomew Consolidated School Corporation, Indiana, and Howard Dicon, retired Building Principal, Lawrence Public Schools, Kansas. In this video, our speakers will address sustaining and scaling, important components of building success in UDL implementation.
This is just something that you have to embrace, is that you find those pockets of excellence and you provide support to those people. And in our building, because it was a building initiative and it was a ground up initiative, we identified those teachers who were excited about and wanted to find out ways to be successful with the kids. And my job as a building administrator then was to go back and provide the support to those people to be successful. Provide them the support, which was money, time, people. One of my main jobs was to stay out of their way and to run roadblocks so that those other things that get in the way, try to eliminate as much of that as I can. And then time-wise, providing them the time to come back to the staff as a whole and talk about their successes and talk about their challenges. That's that exploring and growing stage of, and when other people see that and see the power that it has for what those teachers are doing in their classroom every day and the success they're having.
And as we went forward, we identified those people who were really kind of sort of were the initiators of things and became a lot of the trainers for other folks. And so having teachers, been able to talk to teachers, embracing their practices, having them share, creating opportunities for teachers to work together, talk together, observe each other, and learn from each other in a non-evaluative way, a real professional growth way, was really key in moving things forward.
Cool coaching cycle. Image of the cycle, plan, try, and reflect.
I think one of the things that's critical is, as coaches, that's one of your main jobs. You are a linchpin for that to be successful, because you're the one who provides that two-way communication between what's really happening with teachers and what's happening in the classroom. So that relationship that you build as a coach with those classroom teachers and those grade level teams is critical. Is a critical junction of making the process work.
An image of the three principles of universal design for learning: engagement, representation, and action and expression. Text reads, UDL guidelines provide options for teachers and staff learning about UDL.
We held a UDL Institute, and it was connected to new teacher orientation. And we always had sort of a strand of training on UDL for new teachers, and then other strands for teachers who had been around a while and things like that.
You want to provide options for people, because some people want to learn in a face-to-face, some people want to learn online, and that's just a part of the UDL guidelines, is you provide those options for learning.
The school board obviously embraced UDL. All presentations to the board are based around UDL and showing the principles and guidelines on what they're doing. So getting the board on board was very important.
From a building level standpoint, it was convincing our central office that this was a system that worked. I mean, my teachers sold that because of the success they had, but that was a major responsibility of mine, was to be sure I was building that support at the district level.
I think an important point in terms of working with new teachers and kind of continuing the work is you need to develop an intentional plan. Not just tell your new teachers, oh, here's the CAS website, go look at some videos. Okay, that's not going to work. You really need an intentional plan on how you're going to bring the new teachers on board, how you're going to continue to provide support to them, and how you're going to continue to provide support and learning to your experienced teachers.
Key takeaways: supporting early adopters, pockets of excellence, gain and maintain stakeholder support, school board, central administration. Intentional planning for bringing in new staff. Multiple opportunities for delivering professional learning. continuous program reflection and improvements in the implementation of Universal Design for Learning. To learn more about Project Cool, please visit bit.ly/COOL-coaching. CAST, until learning has no limits. This content was produced under the U.S. Department of Education, Office of Special Education Programs, grant number H326M200040. Jennifer Coffey serves as the project officer. The views expressed herein do not necessarily represent the positions or policies of the Department of Education. No official endorsement by the U.S. Department of Education of any product, commodity, service, or enterprise mentioned in this content is intended or should be inferred. This product is public domain.